Today I want to talk about, I went to the theater to see Barbie. Anybody else see Barbie?
Yeah.
And I felt good about going to the theater because it's our civic duty to return to the theater. There's a lot of people talking about how theaters are dying and streaming is killing it, and it's up to us to go to the theater and save theaters. But when you go to the theater, it doesn't seem like they're very grateful that you're there saving their business. Usually when you go to the theater, you hand them their ticket and they're like, hello, welcome to the Megaplex. We're going to suck every second and every cent we can possibly get out of you. Theater 6 on your right, thank you. And then, when you go in and you sit down, let's be clear, trailers are ads, right? You paid $15 to see a movie, and then you got to watch 6 mini movies that you didn't pay to see and that you didn't care to see, but there they are. Trailers are ads. You paid $15 and you're still watching ads to watch the thing you came to see. And then somebody told the bigwigs who run the theater that people like trailers, and they were like, oh, they like the trailers? Ruin them. And so now, in between the trailers, they play regular ads for boring adult things like banks and insurance. And it's I was born in 1990. You don't need to talk to me about buying a house. It's not ever going to happen. I'm in a dark room, I'm relaxing, and I'm letting some nice people tell me a story. I don't want adult things. I'm clearly trying to relive childhood bedtime. Stop telling me about adult things like banks and insurance. And then it adds up. They play the ads that are the mini movies, and then they play the ads in between the ads, and pretty soon you're watching 40 minutes of content before you get to the thing you paid for. Do you know how mad I get at a 1-minute unskippable ad on YouTube? Why am I allowing 40 minutes of ads for something I paid $15 to see? YouTube is free, and on my phone, in my bathroom. I have to leave the house to go see the movie. It just seems like they're taking a little too much advantage. And then it doesn't help that once you get through the 40 minutes of ads, these days, usually the movie you paid to see is an ad. Barbie is a toy. That movie is an ad. Greta Gerwig, the director, bless her heart, it's very clear that she's trying to make the most of it, right? There was definitely a meeting at some point where she was like, okay, Mr. Mattel, I will do you this capitalism, but I'm going to TED Talk along the way. Multiple times. At one point in the movie, the music's going to stop, America Ferrera is going to be standing there, basically on a stage, and she's going to give a TED Talk about what it's like to be a woman. Even though this is an ad for Barbie, I'm going to put a TED Talk in it. Clearly, that's what Greta Gerwig did. But other movies, they don't hide it as well as Barbie did. The Mario movie is clearly just an ad for Mario video games. And I don't want to be a controversial comedian, but I'm pretty sure the Lego movie was an ad for Legos. There you go. Apparently, if you tried hard enough at making an ad and you put Chris Pratt in it, that's not an ad anymore. That's cinema. And the crazy thing is, that joke, that's not an ad, that's cinema, is a line from the Mario movie. Luigi and Mario in the movie make an ad about their plumbing business, and they say that's not an ad, that's cinema. While they exist as characters in an ad pretending to be cinema. Theaters are dying, and apparently so is subtlety. But the one that really gets me, no one has made a good big budget movie about the life and accomplishments of Michael Jordan, one of the greatest athletes to ever live. We had Space Jam, but that's not really about Michael Jordan, it just stars Michael Jordan. I'm thinking, someone needs to make a movie that's Michael B. Jordan is Michael Jordan in Jordan. No one's made that movie yet. But you know what movie they did make? They made a feel-good movie. I broke the mic. They made a feel-good movie starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon about how they turned Michael Jordan into shoes. That's an ad. And we got that movie before we got a movie actually about Michael Jordan. And they wanted you to pay $12 to see it. Like, that movie, they should hand out the Blu-rays for free at Foot Locker. It's an ad for shoes. So, I just think, if I'm going to pay $15, the movie should be like about something and not an ad. Or at least, if it's going to be an ad, show it to me for free, like an ad. Anyway, that's me tonight. Thank you, everybody.